India is working its charm to ensure that the next 25 years of relations with Southeast Asia will bring more of that sweet success. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi affirmed India's commitment to cooperating with ASEAN nations, saying they shared the same visions and values. Modi has also invited the 10 leaders to join in the country's 69th Republic Day celebrations on Friday. It will be the biggest ever gathering of foreign leaders at a parade in India, which will showcase its military might and cultural diversity. Experts say the summit is an opportunity for India to present itself as a powerful ally as China continues to flex its soft power in Southeast Asia. New Delhi wants to enhance partnerships in transportation networks and infrastructure to boost travel, particularly in Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia, which are traditional allies of Beijing. It also aims to increase collaboration in security as well as freedom of navigation to play a bigger role in territorial disputes in the South China Sea. But in all the bilateral meetings India will hold with the 10 ASEAN countries, the main focus will be trade. On the sidelines of the ASEAN-India Business and Investment Summit earlier this week, India raised the importance of doing business with the bloc.
Bilateral trade between India and ASEAN is increasing. It's $5 trillion in total. The two economies are huge. We're trying to increase this vast economy.
But it has a lot of catching up to do to capture more of what has been China's trade turf. Between 2016 and 2017, trade between India and ASEAN amounted to $71 billion. That's more than 6 times less than China's trade with the bloc, which was $470 billion. But India is optimistic about robust investments and economic activity with ASEAN countries. Modi's affirmation of India's close ties with Southeast Asia could be a signal he might take his Look East policy to the next level sooner than expected. Laila Humairah, TRT World.
Rajiv Biswas is IHS Markit Asia-Pacific chief economist. He says that while China has been ahead of India in terms of trade with ASEAN, there is time and potential for India to catch up.
I think India's very late in the game. China has been engaging with ASEAN for decades and has built up very strong bilateral trade ties with ASEAN. Plus, the Chinese economy is much bigger than India right now, so the size of the Chinese market is very large for the ASEAN exporters. So because India had rather overlooked the ASEAN region for many years, they're playing catch-up. I think it's not too late. I certainly think that India can make substantial progress, and especially because the Indian consumer market is also growing very quickly now, it offers ASEAN a lot of opportunities. So I think certainly we could see that there is an effort by India that will result in some improvement in its relationship with ASEAN, but it won't be a counterbalance to China in the near future. I think it will take 10 years or maybe even 20 years before India has a substantial influence upon ASEAN in terms of investment relations. But I think the Modi government is doing the right thing by trying to accelerate bilateral links, because in terms of the Indian opportunities to invest in ASEAN and also to grow exports to ASEAN, ASEAN is one of the most dynamic markets in the world. Its consumer market is 630 million people, and it's growing very quickly. I think there's opportunities across a very wide range of industries, but probably the most exciting of all is tourism. We've already seen that there's a very large increase in passenger traffic traveling amongst the Asian countries. And because the ASEAN consumer market income levels are growing very quickly, I think there could be potential both ways, both from India to ASEAN and ASEAN coming to India, for very rapid growth in tourism. That's one area. Also in the area of manufacturers, I think there's a number of types of products that India needs from ASEAN, such as electronics products is one area, food products is another. For example, Malaysia is a big exporter of palm oil to India. And then from the Indian point of view, the ASEAN market is a very fast-growing consumer market, practically on India's doorstep. We have seen that bilateral trade has grown very quickly. It's still quite small compared to, say, China-ASEAN bilateral trade, but Indian trade with ASEAN has been growing very fast. And it's already reached bilateral trade of about $75 billion per year. And I think in the next decade, it could double to $150 billion of bilateral trade per year. So it is a very big opportunity for Indian exporters as well in a wide range of industries.